Hey guys, welcome back to another video. You know what time it is? It is time to recap another year, 2025. There was a lot of things that happened in 2025, ranging from pop culture to media to pretty much anything that happened during the time span. However, this year is going to be a little different, and I'm pretty sure that you probably saw the warning before you clicked on this video, but there's going to be a little bit of politics. Now, I'm going to state this though, I'm only recapping what happened this year, and there was a lot of political related stuff that happened this year, so I am just only recapping on what happened, and nothing more, nothing less, just giving a recap on what just happened. And I'll give you a timestamp if you don't want, if you don't like the political aspect of it. I very understand. I'm just recapping on what just happened in the year 2025, and there's a lot happened. So we got a lot of things besides all that. We got all the deaths that happened in 2025. A lot of new movies, some good, some bad, TV shows, video games. We'll also be covering major events, and I'll have some memes sprinkled out throughout the video. Without any further ado, let's recap 2025. To kick things off, I would like to give a moment of silence to the ones that we lost this year. So, take off your hats, and let's give a moment of silence. Now, may these people rest in peace. They all are now in a better place now. Now, on with the rest of the video. Now, moving on to the next segment of the recap, all the movies of 2025. It was a good handful. There were a lot of good ones this year, I feel like. There are still some bad ones, and I myself have seen most of these on this list. So let's recap every movie that came out in 2025. Starting with Captain America: Brave New World. Snow White, the live-action remake. I have seen this film. I'll say not a lot of people have liked it. I enjoyed the movie. The movie was pretty good. But I mean, yeah, I didn't think there was anything wrong with the film. I mean, there was a lot of backlash that the movie got, but overall, I still enjoyed the film as a whole. The Day That the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Probably a first movie in Space Jam: A New Legacy, starring Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, which Warner Brothers, oddly enough, tried to can this movie along with 2 other movies, though it still got released under a different studio, which I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. A Minecraft movie. Me personally, I loved the movie. Yeah, we got the overused quotes and stuff.
Chicken jockey! Water bucket! Really? I am Steve. Steve's lava chicken. An ender pearl. And steel. I yearn for the mines.
So on and so forth. I think the movie was pretty funny. It was made by the same guy that did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. Ironically enough, Jack Black has worked with the director that worked on those 2 movies, or one of the 2 movies. I think it was like Nacho Libre. It was a fun film. I mean, it's one of those things where I never thought it'd would ever become a film. But it worked. We're getting a sequel next year, which I'm hoping it would follow up with the Ender Dragon, but we'll see what it has in store. But overall, I've seen the movie. I enjoyed the movie. It was a pretty good film. Thunderbolts, asterisk. The reason why I said asterisk is because the best way I could explain it is that you make a mistake in like an email or a message or whatnot. Usually from now you're able to like edit messages, but you put the asterisks and then where the corrected thing you wanted to say. That's pretty much what Thunderbolts is. Now, me personally, I haven't seen the film. However, I did get spoiled. So if you haven't seen the film and you don't want the surprise spoiled for you, or the reason why there's an asterisk after Thunderbolts, then I'll leave it be. Let y'all discover for yourself. But if you have seen it, yeah, you know.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Lilo and Stitch, another live-action remake. I've seen this one. I've also enjoyed it. However, there's just some parts which I wish they didn't change. But overall, the film was pretty good. They did Stitch pretty good. They kept the realism, but they still kept the original designs of the characters themselves. Mainly the alien characters, which I thought that was a really good move on their part. Overall, it's a pretty good film. Some of the original actors have appeared in the film. How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake. A lot of live-action remakes on this list. About like 3 so far. I've seen this. I'd say it's a pretty solid film. I loved the film. There's gonna be another film that the lead actor, I think his name was like Mason Tom, and I'll probably like put his name on there. That in this film is in another film that I'll mention in a moment. And Toothless, same situation as Lilo and Stitch. They kept the same, almost the same design or something of the sort. It just still had that live action essence, but still gave him his original design, which a lot of live action remakes, specifically Disney, has failed to do with some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. I think there's like 2. Point being, both the Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon have brought that live action aspect pretty good while still keeping the original designs of the characters. Jurassic World Rebirth, gotta keep the IP alive somehow. So making, I don't know if it's a reboot, a sequel, a new trilogy. If it's a new trilogy, why stick with World? I don't even know why when they rebooted the whole series, they changed the park to World. Like, I think keeping it to Park, Jurassic Park Rebirth, that's not too bad. Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic Park Dominion. Point being, I don't know. I feel like there's 2 trends that they could have kept. One, kept the whole name the same, like I mentioned earlier, or B, pick a different name, like instead of World, Jurassic Universe Rebirth, something like that. I mean, I haven't seen the film myself. I've seen countless trailers. I think I saw a review on it. I don't want to say the aftermath of Fallen Kingdom, but more somewhere along the lines. Scarlett Johansson, Wake Up Dead Man. It was a Knives Out story, if I remember correctly. one with the James Bond actor, the current James Bond actor. SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, F1, the movie, Regretting You, that's the other movie I was talking about with this actor. I saw it. Some of the movies I saw with my girlfriend. We both watched it. It was a pretty good film. I liked it. It was a very good movie. Had a very and the cast is peak. The story is very good. Overall, the movie is really good. I would recommend watching it. It's just a really good film. The King of Kings, Playdate, a Kevin James film, and there's that other actor. I think his first name is Alan. I'll just put it on screen. Hey Pop Demon Hunters. Now, I hesitated on putting this in the recap just because how popular it is and how brain rotted it is, or it's, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, but I put it on there. I just feel like I just needed to mention it, where someone in the comment section might say something. So Tron's Ares, the Naked Gun remake with Liam Neeson. I've seen a clip online, and I've seen like trailers, promotional ads. I mean, it's not too bad. I want to assume it follows in the footsteps of the original film or something of the sorts, but yeah. Bad Guys 2, Dora and the Search of Soldorado. It's another live-action Dora movie. Then we got Happy Gilmore 2. I watched both Happy Gilmore and Happy Gilmore 2 just for the fun of it. I think the second film, pretty good. Eminem is in the second film. There was like a lot of cameo roles. And then his family, of course. Adam Sandler's family, of course, is also in the film. I think specifically his daughter, one of his daughters, played the daughter of Happy Gilmore, something like that. Post Malone's also in there. There's a lot of people. Apparently the bad guy from the first film teamed up with Happy Gilmore for the second film. It was a fun film overall. Recommend watching it. Henry Danger, the movie. Freakier Friday. Smurfs, one with Rihanna and John Goodman as Papa Smurf. Dogman. Dario Wimpy, The Last Straw. Another Disney Plus movie. A Paw Patrol Christmas special. A Christmas special. Superman. James Gunn's Superman. Originally, I think it was called Superman Legacy, and I think they just changed it. I think James Gunn is probably is doing a pretty good job with setting up the new DC universe after the aftermath of the Snyderverse. Don't get me wrong, I see the vision, but a lot of studio meddling and whatnot, it was a lost cause. But I think James Gunn's doing a pretty good job with Creature Commandos, the Superman film, and the season 2 of Peacemaker. On top of that, we just got a teaser for Supergirl. So I'm kind of really hoping that we get competition between Marvel and DC like we should. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. I want to say this might be the last Mission Impossible film, but we said the same thing with Jurassic World. We even said the same thing with Jurassic Park and all of the other franchises that were like the last film. Don't kid yourself. There's probably gonna be more down the line. Gotta bring in that money to keep the IP alive, which is okay. Electric State, it was another Netflix film. The Russo brothers directed the film. Chris Pratt is in the film. Fantastic Four, First Steps. I want to say the first Fantastic Four that we've gotten in a long time. And strangely enough, the first Fantastic Four film to get Lego sets. And I think this is the first Fantastic Four film to get a really good score. Now, I grew up with the 2005 film. I never seen the other two. I think one of them had Miles Teller. But hey, it's pretty fantastic. Zombies 4, Karate Kid Legends, The Amateur, Megan 2.0. Then we got Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Well, what can I say? It's just another video game adaptation. And then last but not least, or I think is last, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be missing some, but that usually happens after I've made the video and stuff, so. But last but not least, Avatar, Fire and Ash. I'm pretty sure James Cameron is copying the Avatar show. Because, I mean, obviously the first film, completely original. Tall blue people of the Pandora. And the human race is cutting down trees. Or, I don't remember the plot. Point being, it was an original film. It's been a while since they got a sequel. I think it was last year? Or, it was a long time ago. Where Avatar got a sequel. Avatar, The Way of the Water. Strange, but it's just a pure coincidence. Then we got Fire and Ash. Now, I'm pretty sure it's a coincidence, but if the next film is going to be about Earth, something related to Earth, I swear. And someone in the comments might be stating that maybe the point being, yeah, that's a little too cutting it too close. Final film being related to Heir, the Heir Tars or something like that. I don't know, but those are the movies of 2025. I've seen about some of them on this list. Some I did not. I just knew through trailers, posts, even my local theater on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I missed most of them, which is okay. That usually happens. Now moving on to TV shows of 2025. I gotta say, there's not that many, to my surprise. Or at least not the many that I recognize, at least. Which I'm pretty sure that there's going to be comments down below mentioning that I forgot some shows. And I'm pretty sure that I did forget some shows. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to forget some shows. I'm going to forget a lot of stuff. I mean, it is what it is. But let's kick it off with Man vs. Baby. Then we got Bat Fam, a Amazon Prime show. I think there was a Christmas short before the show. I'm not completely 100% sure. Then we got Lego Avengers Strange Tales, a Disney Plus show. Most of these are streaming services, but there are some that are from cable. Yeah, after hearing that, you might think I'm old, and indeed, I am old. I watch cable still. But it's no big deal. There's a lot of people that still watch cable, and that's okay. Next up is The Bad Guys Breaking In, another show that has one season. And then Tournament of Champions, I think it was Guy Fieri. When I looked up TV shows on 2025, that's what popped up. I don't know if it's... All I know is that it popped up in 2025 list, so... Yeah. Eyes of Wakanda, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, The Thunderman's Undercover, Robo Gobo, a Disney Junior show. Like I said, I look up a list, and that's the show that popped up. Yeah. Marvel Zombies, Wonderful Weird World of Gumball, a Amazing World of Gumball Revival. But they're two completely different shows. But yeah. Welcome to Derry, still kind of fresh. I mean, I've seen clips online. It's been a while since I've seen the movies. the Pennywise in the show sounds completely different than the ones in the movies. Like, I don't know if it's me or what, but he sounds completely different. But those are the shows that at least I found that came out in 2025. I'm pretty sure there's some that got a new season. I know, like, I think Smiling Friends got a new season this year. But all in all, that's all I could find. If there was a show that I missed, please let me know in the comments below. But yeah. Alright, moving on to games of 2025. I have a feeling there's a lot more than what meets the eye. For whatever reason, this year, Google didn't give me a list that I could be able to see without clicking a link. So I was able to gather the ones I recognize from this year. With that being Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hollow Knight Silksong, Mario Kart World, Battlefield 6, and Black Ops 7. All before GTA 6. And that's pretty much all the games of 2025. Again, with this one, if I missed any, I'm talking about, important games, or a game that came out this year that you think I need to mention, and that I didn't mention on the list, please comment down below. Alright, here's, I would say the biggest thing of our list. Some of them being a little political, so go to this timestamp as shown on the screen. There's gonna be a lot of them throughout the video, but for sure, the big one will be shown on screen. So I apologize in advance. I'm just recapping what happened in 2025, and it's all mainly just pop culture related or social media related. So, and it's not all bad. There's a lot of good ones in here, as mentioned, with pop culture and social media. But let's kick things off with Popeye going into public domain. There's a lot of people that already making scary movies off of the IP. Power of public domain. There's a good side to things, and then there's just a bad side to things. Yeah, how you way you want it, but Popeye is now in the public domain. Minecraft 2, not the movie that I was talking about, but Notch making a tweet that sparred Minecraft 2. Of course, there was a April Fool's update, a long time ago. But Notch mentioning Minecraft and something related to that kind of sparked the Minecraft 2 thing over Twitter, all over Twitter. So yeah, the TikTok ban didn't last long, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing ever going to happen with that. So yeah, Dream versus Tommy Innit. It was for a moment where Dream called Tommy Innit fans the R word. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what happened. And yeah, there was a whole kerfuffle for a little bit, but I don't know if that died out or what, but I'm pretty sure it died out. I haven't seen anything that was anything no new updates on it, so I'm pretty sure it died off as soon as it got it. Alright, and we got Trump's inauguration. Pretty much a president's, when the new president gets inaugurated into the White House. Trump being the second president to have, what's the term? I think I want to say non-executive terms. Eagles winning the Super Bowl. This was all the way back in January when the Kansas City and the Eagles went up for the Super Bowl. And the Eagles won. Because in 2024, the 49ers lost to Kansas City, but the Eagles won the 2025 Super Bowl. 2026 Super Bowl is upcoming next. I wanted to see who goes into the Super Bowl. And then the Nintendo Switch 2. I think I forgot to mention in the game section, but the Nintendo Switch 2 came out this year, and It's $500. Yeah. And the games are like $80. Like the new games, like a lot of the games for the Nintendo Switch 2 are $80. Yeah, really pricey. Trump does tariff. All countries, I think, I want to say except for China or something like that, where all the countries got tariffs. So anything that comes from out of the country is going to be really expensive. And I was really upset. I'm still really upset about it. Minecraft music going into the Congress library, which was really huge. I think, I don't remember if it was a film or like music. Yeah, the Minecraft music from the video game is going into the Congress library. That's insane. It really shows a pop culture impact that brought to the world. Dochi umbrella situation. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, there's this artist named Dochi, or however you pronounce her name. She did a remix of, sample, somebody that I used to know by, I don't remember the artist's name, but it was that song. I ruined it. Anxiety. No. But anyways, what I'm talking about, this was a fashion show that she was a part of, and trying to keep her outfit a secret, which was what a mob boss outfit or something of the sort. I don't remember. Point being, she wanted to keep it a secret, but paparazzis were all up in her business, and so she was yelling at her managers, being rude to her managers, and asked for an umbrella. Yeah, it was something. Bob becomes the new pope after it was Pope Francis that had passed away like last year. They got a whole new pope. His name is Bob, and I think he was from the U.S., like the United States. But we got a new pope. Project 2025. It was a really big thing. I don't know if it was like a bill. I think it was like a really big bill that they were trying to pass. On a lighter note, Spaceballs 2. The Search for More Money. I'm joking. Just Spaceballs 2. It gets announced. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a movie, I think it was like back in the 80s or so. It was a parody of Star Wars. Plain and simple. It was made by Mel Brooks, an iconic comedy director. It was pretty much spoofing Star Wars. It was parodying Star Wars. We've got Yogurt instead of Yoda. And of course, Dark Helmet instead of Darth Vader. I think there was a character that was a combination of both Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. There was like a Chewbacca character, a Princess Leia character, a C-3PO character. I don't remember the names, but I do remember like actors' names. But yeah, Spaceballs 2 is getting a sequel, nodding to a joke, nodding to like a joke from the first film, Spaceballs 2, A Search for More Money. Though I'm pretty sure the official title is Spaceballs: The Schwartz Awakens. I seen the Caesar. But yeah, Spaceballs 2 is coming thing. Centuries after centuries since the first film came out, which that's okay. Coming out in 2026. That's all the information I got. The Batman Part 2 script is finished. Finally, about 5 years, 4 years, something like that, since the first film came out. Come on! I only saw bits and pieces of the first film. Not too bad. A lot of people were just wanting the Batman, the sequel, the Part 2, to come out. But the script wasn't finished. I mean, the new Superman came out, and the script wasn't finished still, so by the sounds of it, it's already finished. Now they're going into production. Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath does one final concert, which follows the death of Ozzy, I think like a couple weeks after the big grand finale concert happened, which really touched a lot of supporters, such myself. The dude literally created heavy metal along with Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, and Geezer Butler. Those four dudes created heavy metal of the history of rock and roll. Created like one of the greatest hits of all time, such as Iron Man, Paranoid, Black Sabbath, Children of the Grave, and IB, and lots more. Ozzy, one of the greatest artists of all time, like, had a major impact to the music world. The show is just so amazing. Metallica was on there, Anthrax, Pantera, Lamb of God. Like, a lot of musicians and music groups came together to do one final show, up to including Ozzy himself doing some songs like Crazy Train, and the lead singer of Ghost sang some songs, and then Youngblood and Steve Tyler, singer of Aerosmith. And then the final part of the show was Black Sabbath singing their discography, ranging from, I think it was like Black Sabbath, maybe, I don't remember, Iron Man, Paranoid. It was huge. Sadly, I didn't watch the live stream. I'm hoping, I honestly, on one hand, wanting them to release like a live show album on Spotify, but then again, all the ticket money went to charity, and I just accepted that. But the dude was a legend. I don't mean to go on a rant, but this was big than Live Aid, or equally as big as Live Aid. One with Queen and all the one in the 90s. I don't remember what decade, but yeah. So that's my rant. Coldplay concert. I think this ties into like the meme that followed by. Apparently, there's a guy that cheated on his wife or something at a Coldplay concert. I don't know the information. I'll throw up the meme too. I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald the Guinness World Record title holder for largest popcorn container sold in cinemas. 9 liters / 2.37 gallons. It was just a really big popcorn bucket for the Fantastic Four film. I thought I just mentioned it. Roblox on thin ice. Yeah, Roblox is no longer safe for kids. Due to a lot of really suspicious stuff. And Roblox making the decision to add like a dating feature to the game, which that's weird. It's really weird. So Roblox is really on thin ice. Sean Austin is elected for the SAG president, or SAG president. Pretty much, you know, that big strike in, I think it was like 2022, 2023. Yeah, Sean Austin was elected for president. That's pretty cool. Shrek gets a Hollywood star, along with, was it Robert Englund or like Freddy Krueger got one this year. But the biggest one was Shrek getting a Hollywood star. I have nothing else to say, except for we achieved peak pop culture. Peak cinema. You can't beat Shrek. You just can't. Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old. That's honestly impressive. The dude lived for that long. And I just want to know his secret. Because I want to live that long too. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to live that long. I gotta figure out his secret. 100 years old. That's impressive. FGTV Duddy reveals a big secret. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, FGTV is a YouTube channel geared towards kids, but it's not just for kids, but it's like equivalent of a rated PG, or not PG, like there's a rating that's equivalent to that where it's for everyone. Everyone can enjoy the videos and stuff. He revealed a really big secret that he hasn't talked about told anyone up until this year, pretty much. A little bit last year. And then last that I could at least document, because I'm pretty sure I was missing a whole lot, is Netflix buying Warner Brothers. Yup. So pretty much a lot of the IPs that they can acquire, now belong to Netflix. Which means I could watch a lot of the shows on a lot of movies and shows that I might not be able to watch until I get a subscription. I could watch on Netflix. So I still gotta get a Netflix subscription. Currently I have one. But yeah. So 2020, that's like pretty much the general what happened in 2025. Okay. That's generally what happened in 2025. Let's get to the part where I usually give out like what happened with my how 2025 happened with me, what updates come to the future for the channel and whatnot. So I'll kind of save my personal recap towards the end. I want to at least get through a big bulk of the updates for this channel, because there's a lot of things. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. Well, big announcement. And I'll probably mention this later for recapping what things that happened. My personal recap for me. Main Chris Brody, okay, got accepted into college. That's a big thing. Which means for this channel and the other two that I've been neglecting, not on purpose, by accident, are either having no new content or very little. I don't know how I can approach posting new content while I'm in college, but it pretty much the program that I'm going for gets me a 2-year degree, and then I go straight into the workforce or the work field for that degree. And all my time and energy will be focused on that, and all the other time will be focused on just personal, personal life. Nothing too bad, but like just in general, will be all my attention will be focused on that. So I honestly don't know where I could fit the channel. Now I could probably still post from time to time, but as I stand currently, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be a long while until I would post, or I'll probably be sometime in the summer or so will be my last time to upload anything. Now, I could be wrong. I could probably still be uploading while I'm in college or while I'm working. It's just that this channel is currently sitting at 233 subscribers. And in order for me to make money off of it, from my knowledge, I have to have 100,000 subscribers. I got the 100 part, plus another 100, plus the 33. But I am really far from that 1,000, the 100,000. So, what does this mean? It's going to be a long ways away until I get 100,000 subscribers. And even then, it's not going to be my full focus as a career, because I don't want to like quit my job and stuff. I'm going to wait until I get like a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's just like, now, I don't want to make it official that the channel is going to end after I graduate high school or up until August. No, it's not set in stone yet. I don't know if I'm going to be uploading videos while I'm in college or while I'm working on a job that I have a degree in, enjoy doing. I also enjoy doing content, but over the years I'm uploading less and less frequent, and I'll say it, I'm starting to lose the passion a little bit. I lost, and I'll mention this a little bit. I'll mention it here. I also lost the passion of doing stop motion. On top of that, it's just, life happens, and that's okay. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices where it's needed in order to make things work. And I think that's what this is. But fear not. Like, as stated, I don't know yet. It's not set in stone. There still might be videos here and there. It's just not going to be as frequent or as much as a long while ago that I was hoping for. which is okay. So, going into the updates, until then, there's a lot of things that have big planned. I'll start with the stop motion. I still want to release a stop motion before Avengers Doomsday gets released to theaters, which I got like a whole year, like literally a whole year to do. But with my current job, my part-time job, essentially, and school, and the fact that I'm going to be graduating, I'll mention here in a moment, but I'll be graduating, so there's not really going to be that much time, and I'm also focusing on a lot of stuff, so I want to say it's still happening, but I also want to say I don't think it's going to happen. There's a lot of key elements I need, and it's currently on hold. I'm not sure if I'm going to can it or not. I'm not sure, but I still want to have more stop motion to the channel some point. Memes. Currently, my phone is in this, I don't want to say corrupting the footage. It's like delaying the footage. The sound is delayed. The footage delayed. The footage glitches in certain spots. And it's just overall unwatchable. So, it's going to be a while for any new meme to come out. I'll probably, for now on, make memes on a bigger device, such as a computer, where the audio doesn't delay and whatnot. So, but skits are still happening. The biggest one, a fan of mine, a fan of the channel, I know I've talked to them in person, has suggested an idea which I kind of find good. Think might bring more excitement to the channel, which being called Mineclasher8 Brodyverse, where me meets different variants of me for different variants of Mineclasher8 Brody. And it's not just Mineclasher8 Brody. I think there was like 2 special guests, like Shaggy and Moist Critical. How I'm gonna approach this big project. I started off small. I've already made a playlist of all the people I've met. So far we got Brisk Crody, Mineclasher8 Baddie, and Mineclasher8 Kringle so far. But we're gonna get more. We're gonna have more than that. Alright. So sometime in next year, probably like January, from January 1st to like pretty much the whole month of January, I'm gonna have like an event where on Discord or even on the channel itself, have you guys, the viewers, come up with clever variants. So far we have a couple that have yet still being made, but we're saving those for a bigger event, so to speak. But you, the viewer, can come up with a variant of your own. It could be anything. Brisk Crody was the complete opposite of Mineclasher8 Brody. Mineclashr Baddie, self-explanatory. Mineclashr Brody as a baddie. And Mineclashr Kringle is just a Christmas version of Mineclashr Brody. It could be simple, it could be complex. Please really explain in the comments. And or if you're on the official Discord server, give more of a brief description of the character besides the name. We'll make these videos probably as soon as possible. It's not gonna be right away because, like I said, I'm gonna be busy a lot, so it's not gonna be. But we're gonna start a collection where we'll lead up to the big event, Mineclashr Brody. Hopefully we get to that point. I think y'all are gonna like the idea. And on top of that, there was something I've been teasing for a long while now. The letter M. You've seen it in countless places. Some of them in video and whatnot, and I'm honestly completely shocked that no one, and I mean no one except for one person has asked about it. And there's only one person that knows about what I'm planning for this. It's another big video, but it's not as big as the one as Mineclashr Brodyverse. And I've been teasing it. I put some innuendos, or I guess like Easter eggs, more so than innuendos. But no one made a comment on it. No one put a comment on the videos that had it. No one asked me in person. Nothing. I had nothing that came out of that, which I was shocked, because if I would have saw something, I'd have been interested to see. No, so I have something big planned for May 26th. Yep, you heard that correctly. May 26th. And if those were wondering, it's just they were chicken to ask the question, or just didn't bother asking, or whatnot. M stands for memory. Yep. Video title I came up with like a long while ago. It's the equivalent to a spin-off to The Last Day of School Royale, where it's a video where I pretty much get, I don't want to say personal per se, it's a documentary but not a documentary. And there's going to be some that are personal, some just mentioning stuff. I had this whole planned out, but it's not the way I wanting it to plan out. So that's the video. It's gonna come out in May 26th. I had this big plan, but obviously it got executed poorly, so yeah. And of course, I'll try to do something with the music channel and the gaming channel, but in the meantime, that's what's gonna happen. So that's pretty much it for the updates for the channel and whatnot. And now we get into some of the things that happened in 2025 for me. Of course, I became a senior this year. Got presented a really good opportunity for college. Took the opportunity, went and toured, applied for college. I got accepted into college, which that's really amazing. About a month ago, me and my girlfriend had our 1-year anniversary. I am very grateful for having her in my life, and I love her very, very much. And I hope we continue to make wonderful memories together. There's just no words to describe how grateful I am to have her in my life and how much I love her. A lot of things happened. I had a very great year. I'm pretty sure 2026 will be even greater. But until then, have a good year. But that is the 2025 recap. I hope you enjoyed the recap. I apologize for the politicalness in a section of the video. Nothing, I don't want to cause any problems. I'm just recapping on what happened this year. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next year.